Something I remember that quote from, I'm trying to remember the movies, where he says, call all the police. Call them every...
Double. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Mini games. Kirby balls. Oh, this is actually pretty cute.
Okay, now you go all the way to the left. Now you go up.
And slowly. Double the Kirby, double the fun. Yeah.
Yay.
That one looks scary.
Kirby, come to the furry con.
Doesn't look too bad.
Probably not.
You're playing in docked mode, right?
No. Oh, yes. Playing dock mode, so I have to move the controller to do that.
Actually, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
You're not tilting the whole thing like an actual marble maze. Because I'm trying to think they did the same thing in Breath of the Wild. I assume just because they like the idea of, like, the fact that it's a mobile console gives you that sort of verisimilitude with actually tilting it.
Actually, he sort of reminds me of Sonic with that
They
scruffy piece of hair. Oh.
did some of that up with the Wii U, especially in Nintendo Land.
Kirby hunting dogs now. Wow. And we thought the dogs were the hunter's best friend. Now this feels very Super Mario-ish. Oh, Kirby, you just want to lick you in the face. You don't have to shoot them.
Kirby absolutely has to shoot them. Kirby knows nothing but violence.
And follow
Kirby knows nothing but violence. Oh boy.
Totally not Bowser vibes here.
Hello, Collector K9. I am doing well tonight. How is the rest of the crew doing?
I'm doing good. Sister's home on vacation. She's having fun. With the exception of Elden Ring, I pretty much run out of ideas on what to play now. But Elden Ring, going back to that, is probably going to be my next step.
Oh, have you not finished it yet?
Oh, I did. But I always still want to try out the Katana builds. Like, I want to try the Samurai, but I want to try the New Game Plus. So I ask myself, what would it be like being Samurai with all that power? Come on.
One man should have all that power.
The power to cut
The clock's dripping, I'm dripping off the power.
Maybe that made me sad yesterday. People were asking me, can you help me with the final bash, GC, please? And I'm like, oh no, I did New Game Plus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I found it hard. I will say I was able to complete it only because twice in the fight did its AI break and it stopped moving.
Oh. Okay.
And I was able to just sit there and beat on it.
There we go.
From Software games are never without their bugs. And what weird bugs they are. Like the bleed dogs, which I saw a video on today. They were talking about
Yes.
why did these dogs deal tens of thousands of damage when most things have like 1,000 HP or less.
Not like that though, but your maximum health with all of that vigor on, yeah, that's broke.
And it was exactly what I thought it was. It hits you every frame. Which, to be fair, because, you know, it's a common enough bug, but it's like, eh.
I was talking about
Anything
Elden
you would
Ring,
test for?
Frederick. We were talking about Elden Ring, but I wanted to ask. When I first played Elden Ring, I was going to try to be something more survivable, so I could learn the dodge mechanics against bosses. But then this game threw me off with how very hard it is to predict with the bosses in this game. Wow.
It's weird because it throws you off a lot, especially if you've played the other Souls and FromSoft games, because the timing in Elden Ring is much slower and much longer than any other of the games. People have already made jokes a lot about how there are many of the bosses that they do like a jumping attack. They will jump and then just like wait in the air for like 2 seconds, then they will come down and hit you.
It feels like Punch Out. Reminds me so much how much fun I had with Punch Out back then. But oh man, it takes a lot of like getting beaten on just to learn their patterns. And some of them are just not even like that dodge because they take over. Like some of them like those the chub. Remember those twins that we played in Elden. The twins. The skinny and the fat twin. In the cloak.
Ornstein and Smo.
Yes.
And they weren't twins. They just worked together.
Yeah, they were. They reminded me so much of the Dragon Knights from the first one, but Dark Souls. We see here.
Nothing over there. Wind drill.
More light bulbs.
Light bulb, light bulb.
It's slightly disappointing me that they keep coming back to this light bulb thing. I think maybe it's just because Kirby games are probably designed to be a little bit more like young player or easy friendly, so they have less mechanics in them. But I'm reminded constantly of the sort of evaluations people did of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, where it was like introduce thing, have you do it for like a minute, do a subvert your expectations on it for something, or mix it up with some other ability, do that for another minute, and then level done, and then that thing is gone for the rest of the game. And it just keeps churning through these like different, unique, and fun ideas. Whereas this game, it keeps harping on a couple of things. I don't know if that's necessarily a fair criticism, but it's a thing I'm noticing. Because in Donkey Kong, you have only those level mechanics. Donkey Kong himself doesn't really do much, whereas in this game you have...
Kirby does like to repeat level mechanics a lot more.
Yeah. In this game you have a dozen different abilities, different costumes or whatever, and then each of those has an upgrade as well. So it's like, do you need every level to be wholly unique if you can come at it from different costumes in different ways? Maybe that's why Mouthful Mode doesn't seem that great, because it doesn't really interact with Kirby's copy stuff.
I've been liking Mouthful Mode. I know it's not like super extensive or anything, but it changes the pace of the game from just the copy abilities.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see if we see this by the end of the game, but I think the thing I want to see is I want to see you somehow have to set up something either with a copy ability or with Mouthful Mode that then you have to use the other to utilize it. That way, at least in some way, you're utilizing both of them. And they have at least some interconnectedness.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Big McLarge says, the title of this game under follow channels is Kirby and the Forg, and I'm just picturing a derpy looking frog.
Mm-hmm. Hey, those spiky things from Mario as well. They are water levels.
See, now I'm just imagining you find a frog with a mustache and a red cap, and you're just like, wait a minute.
I was just thinking that. What if Kirby
Trying to
had
trick you into grabbing a sleep power.
Kirby now has the frog costume. It was confiscated by him because Mario didn't need it anymore.
They have the secret room without falling. Hey.
Arcus Villa says Kirby, but it's Big Story from Sonic Adventure 1. Do not invoke such horrid names in this household.
Did somebody say fishing?
No.
You can do fishing.
No.
We love fishing, don't
No.
we? It's one of the best inventions of video gaming ever.
Clearly, every game has it.
Yeah. Be right back. I have to switch to my cell phone.
Alright. And then there were two.
Here we go.
Says I have no context for what Miller is agonizing about. So, in Sonic Adventure 1, there were 6 campaigns. Each of them played slightly differently as you played as a different character in each of them. One of the campaigns was for Big the Cat, where his thing was he was trying to find his friend Froggy. And you would have to do fishing minigames in order to catch your friend Froggy. The fishing minigames in these things were the most horrid things ever. Froggy absolutely would not go towards the bait at any time, and they would take an excruciating long amount of time. It would be incredibly finicky, and they were just like the worst gameplay experience ever. Hello, Stoker.
Hello,
It's
how's
Stoker.
it go? It
You just arrived in
Stoker.
time to hear me finish my rant about Big the Cat story in Sonic Adventure 1.
Okay, we're treading where
doesn't
no
know
one
more
has
about
tread before, I see. So, fishing, huh?
See, Stoker knows.
Fishing.
And we love fishing.
Fishing.
The ultimate pastime of MMOs and RPGs ever.
You can dual-wield cutters? Whoa! Sling both chakrams forward to slash a wide area in front of you. Fun to watch them fly, as long as you're doing the throwing.
That's fair. So, go ahead and finish ranting about Big the Cat.
The Big the Cat missions sucked, and they were awful, and they were the worst fishing ever, and it was really finicky, and the AI was bad, and yep, that was it.
I mean, what else is there to say at this point in time, really? You either know, or you don't. You either know, or you know.
I think the only thing I will say is, why was he brought back in Sonic Heroes? Why was that a necessary thing?
Because they needed another hero to fill out the roster.
Yeah. I
Team,
What was it, Team Rose?
Yeah, he was on Amy's team, wasn't he? It was like
Yeah.
Amy, Cream and Cheese, and then Big,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yes. Amy was the Sonic, Big was the Knuckles, and Cream and Cheese were the Tails of that team. Because every team had the same setup. One Speedster, one Strengthster, and one Flyster.
Mm-hmm.
There's other Tails? Oh no.
So many Tails. I could tell you so many Tails.
The only thing I will forgive Sonic Heroes on is that it at least introduced us to Vector and all them.
Introduced?
Well, like
Did you think that was their first game?
into the game? Wait, it wasn't their first game?
No! Their first game was on the 32X. It's called Knuckles Chaotix. Vector the Crocodile and Charmy the Bee and Espio the Chameleon all came from Knuckles Chaotix. And Mighty the Armadillo appeared in a Sonic arcade game before he showed up in Knuckles Chaotix. He and Ray the Squirrel debuted in that, so Knuckles Chaotix was his second game. And there were also a couple of robots in Knuckles Chaotix, but nobody ever cares about them. I don't even remember their names. It's like Heavy and Bomb, maybe? Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
They're the Eggbots, like the ones that were in Mania?
No, this is older shit than that. This is deep lore. The deepest lore. Pretty sure their names actually were Heavy and Bomb, now that I think about it. Knuckles Chaotix was weird because you were always tethered to another character via rings that had like a magic rubber band effect between them. So you could have like Knuckles with Espio or like Vector with Charmy or something like that, and you had to choose which two characters you were gonna play as with like this claw game set up.
Weird.
It was a wild game. I don't think it's ever been re-released on any other platform. I think it's only ever seen the light of day on the 32X.
That seems upsetting at least for archival purposes.
Yeah, I feel like they ought to at least, put it on something else for completion's sake. I mean, pity's sake, how many times have they re-released Sonic CD? Granted, Sonic CD is a much better game, but still. So yeah, you can't even forgive Sonic Heroes for that. is the long and the short of what I'm saying. It doesn't even have that going for it.
I think Sonic Heroes was one of the first times I played a game that had characters I recognized in it, and I was like, oh, this is bad. I don't like this.
In Sega's defense, and I will rarely come to Sega's defense.
Oh, come on!
Sonic Heroes was the first time they had ever tried to develop a game that was one, not on one of their own consoles, and two, was a multi-console game. That was the first time they'd ever done it. So,
sounds like it would complicate things.
Yeah. That was literally the first game they made after they finally decided they were giving up on the hardware side of things.
Here, if I still go as the Sonic fan. Okay, no.
Oh, poor Sega.
No, Sonic is Stoker is a fan of Sonic. He's not a fan of Sega. Those are two different things.
Those are two very different things, because to be a fan of Sonic is to have a very deeply complicated relationship with Sega.
I agree.
Honestly, to be a fan of Sonic is to have a very deeply complicated relationship with Sonic as well.
Well, it's like saying that you're a Nintendo fan because you like Mario so much. Yeah, I know. I usually play it around with it, but it's still... that's part of the problem sometimes when you associate yourself with game companies like that. They think that you're like a major fan of the company if you sign up for Sonic. But yeah, if you know the history, the fans then realize, oh, there's more, and big tear in your eye as you say it.
There's so much more to it. Oh, there's so much more to it.
Yeah. Oh boy. Scratch and Grounder.
Scratch and Grounder. I miss those two knuckleheads.
I do too.
Even though they basically Cubot and Orbot are the modern versions of them.
I actually really liked them when I was a kid. It was back when I had no clue about Saga. I said, "Hey, a show with actually cool robots."
I mean, I don't know if I'd go so far as to call Scratch and Grounder cool. I think the point of their characters is that they are the opposite of cool.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to be back then, there wasn't, except for the Transformers, there really wasn't much like in terms of cool robots back then, in my opinion.
Depends on where you're looking, I'd say.
Silly Dillo, huh?
Silly Dillo. Or did you say Philly Dillo? Is this a Philadelphia thing?
No, it's Silly Dillo.
Oh, you silly Dillo. Oh, that is a very silly Dillo. I just got a good look at him. That's the silliest Dillo I ever done sawed.
He does look very much like he would have Candy King's voice.
Have some candy!
Where's some candy?
Burp.
Herb.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow!
It's hitting pretty hard.
Well, Collector,
Guys, 30% eyeballs. Oh, he must be from an anime then.
well, the thing about Collector, like in Canada, they're pretty much the only animes we had really back then when they first came out were Sailor Moon, the Samurai Pizza Cats, and number 3, the Jungle Book anime. Yeah, it's only when
YTV is his
YTV.
dance partner.
It's only when
That was the first time I died this
YTV.
game.
Oh no!
Wow, you lose 100?
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay,
like
so do I want to do
520s.
something that I can actually keep my distance from him with?
Canada's anime really only started to get profoundly better when I was in high school, where YTV had like its late night YTV channels, where they had like Inuyasha, Doc Hack Signs, Naruto, and I'm trying to think what else.
Sounds kind of like how Cartoon Network and Adult Swim did in the US.
And then suddenly everybody was into Inuyasha and
Hit 3 of
Naruto.
Silly Dillo's handmade Kirby's.
Man,
Ah, so the Silly Dillo is a crafter.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
nice.
he's a crafty little Philly Dillo.
I believe it, correct. Or like, not gonna lie, my knowledge about anime is pretty slim. But to be like in terms of background, all you know is what I was watching when I was growing up, and I honestly didn't have much like way of studying back then. What went behind the scenes, other than like what happened with Dragon Ball with the anime, with the internet back then, and I was really into Dragon Ball back then. But yeah, there really wasn't.
I think almost everyone who was into anime went through a Dragon Ball phase at least once. It's one of those things you can't really escape, like Sailor Moon and that other one.
And back then, even more.
It
took me a while.
Say something that'd make you all feel very old right now.
Over.
Miller, every time you open your mouth, you make me feel very old.
My father used to talk about watching Inuyasha and Dragon Ball when he was in college.
Miller.
I told you.
Man, Stoker, we feel old.
That's okay. I honestly feel like I've always been this old.
It's also
I
weird to me because
understand
my father is like, he was born like early 70s or something, or in late 60s, I think. But he talks a lot. Like even nowadays, he will watch anime, It's always very weird to me to see this, 50-year-old man watching, like... I remember coming downstairs one day at, like, really late at night. He was watching Funimation,
Ow.
and he was watching Black Butler. And I was like, what
No,
the
don't change me to spring breeze
Oh.
mode. Shut up.
Oh, Black Butler.
Oh, Black Butler. I've
It's just
never
like,
seen
really?
you.
This seems like such a weird thing for his age to watch.
Well, Miller, he's young at heart.
I guess.
He has the heart of a young boy in a jar on his desk.
Yeah, mine.
So that's what happened.
Now you know my dark secret.
Sister was the first person to figure out about manga, but that was right around when she was like, I think she was like in grade 8 back then in high school. But the thing was, she started buying the manga for the first time, which I never even got to touch yet. And the first manga was Fruits Basket. And I was like, wait a minute. There are actually human characters that get turned into the zodiac symbols. And it's oh wow, this is a pretty depressing family. Manga.
Well, you know what
Basket.
they say. You can't thing without the thing sauce.
Let's see.
Exactly.
I
Need
hate
that
they
thing
do
sauce.
say that.
this dodge, but this dodge just feels slow.
Like,
Dr. Kane, I don't think you're gonna. If
Yeah, I
you
know
worry
it's
about
pronounced
every
manga.
time GC mispronounces something, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere.
It's okay.
I pronounce-
All pronunciation is fake anyway.
Yeah, words. We made them up.
I call it manga, but I know it's called manga. But
Pronunciation is simply a matter of consensus.
my consensus, yes.
Everything is imaginary. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold.
Rupert says, "So Stoker, what are your thoughts on Morbius, the living vampire, not doing so good?"
Oh, is that actually out?
Oh,
I-
it's out.
I didn't know it was out yet. I mean, listen. I feel like at this point, whether the movie is good or not is almost beside the point. I think that Jared Leto's very name is the kiss of death for comic book movies at this point. It's time he moves on from them into other fields. Like-
outside of the mortal coil.
Outside, I wasn't going to go that far, but no. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna see Morbius. It's one of those things that I feel obligated to see because I am me. But, I just... Freaking Jared Leto. God's sake. No,
Yes,
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, it gives me iframes, it looks like. No, that makes that easier.
Also, I know Sony is trying to do, like, its own Spider-Man character-focused cinematic universe that's, like, not completely attached to the MCU, but not completely disconnected from the MCU in a weird way either. I just feel like a character like Morbius is not likely to do super well without that big old Marvel name attached to it.
Yeah. Just remember how that worked well for the X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Like, Morbius isn't well known enough.
He was really only known as a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Great, I'd like to see Morbius honestly shed his own wings. But yeah,
His own wing, so to speak. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah. Because a vampire in the Marvel universe sounds cool, actually. But yeah.
Well, okay, so there's a couple of vampires in the Marvel universe, and Morbius is interesting because Marvel has like actual straight up supernatural vampires in it, but Morbius is like a sci-fi vampire.
Yeah.
And the thing about like frickin' Marvel is that Dracula is an actual official character in the Marvel Comics universe.
Yeah.
in DC, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's a bigger player in Marvel than DC. I think in DC he's shown up like, I don't know, once or twice as a kind of glorified cameo or guest star, but Marvel Dracula has like teamed up with Doctor Doom and fought Apocalypse.
Well, because we've been talking about that the Batman animated show, the one with the Jamaican Joker, and I remember I think it was either a special or like a straight to TV movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Batman versus Dracula. Yes, the Batman versus Dracula. It was straight to video. And
I remember seeing that a lot and being very creeped out when the Joker vampirified had to greedily consume a blood bag.
Oh god, there was so many great stuff with the Joker drinking blood and that. It was so wonderfully creepy.
Oh yeah, Blade is from Marvel.
Yes, Blade is from Marvel too.
Yes, but nobody could live up to Wesley Snipes.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what they say?
What do they say, Rick?
Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
God.
Ooh.
That light is
Rick,
so
let's
dumb.
go. Actually, I just remember Rick streamed that one day. I forgot. Maybe Rick would like that quote.
I did not have enough monies for that.
Oh no.
Well, time to go gambling.
The monies.
We've got to have money.
Oh god. I saw that when it was theatrically released.
I mean,
Hey,
I get why people didn't like Tom and Jerry movie, but
Oh, welcome to the Coliseum. Are you here to fight?
Sure.
Why
Six
not?
battles.
It's gonna get intense in there. Oh, I like that.
What?
The like diegetic thing where it's like 6 more battles and then it shows Wispy Woods next on the banners.
Fun. Man, Wispy Woods just can't catch a break from Kirby.
Well, maybe if he stopped blowing so much hot air, people might actually listen to him. They'd understand his great ideas on agriculture variations.
Yes.
Yes, Ron Frax. The commentator did say the puffy pink pugilist. I'm talking about Kirby, which I think is a great name for him.
I mean, there's definitely worse combinations of words.
Stoker.
Yes. Look, I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
You are not saying. You're human. You don't come from the planet Vegeta.
I don't, it's true.
And you're certainly no Namek kid. They're looking for cool designs.
Congratulations, you have murdered a tree, and now you've acquired a Thneed. Now, Stoker, look who's next.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
It is she.
Archer's like, time to break some Newcastle to put money out of those people old with Kirby.
Is that a pirate hat? Yeah, I guess. It's like, yeah. It's a tricorn hat with some fluffy bits. Nope, GC's dead.
I can't believe they killed GC.
GC's not dead.
I can't believe they unkilled GC.
I was trying to take a look at the screen on my computer Discord, but then it disconnected me from my cell phone. The cell phone camera is very small. I can't even see some of the text. But I gotta live with it. But hey, it's our favorite cat lady.
Yes. I like her.
Why you like her? It's
Ow.
such a weird and unusual thing for you.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so
You have
normal,
to pay
so
100 to retry. Huh?
shy and reserved.
I'm trying to
with
gain
sexual
money.
characters.
No. You gotta grease some palms to cheat in the Coliseum.
Death by the beans.
Give me that hustle.
Oh god, Kirby is a part of the hustle economy.
It's cherry on top of a Kirby cake. Wow.
Yeah. Now I'm
Kirby's
wondering,
name.
is there still a Kirby Cafe? And
Yes.
are they selling that cake?
I think they are. I think I saw that on Twitter.
Also, Kirby for Overcooked. Do it.
Yep.
You know, I'd be happy about feeding all these guys if the lineup wasn't infinite.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, never mind. It's
They
not
are in
infinite.
fact selling that cake.
Yay!
Big news.
We earned coins.
I'd give you a
Oh,
cake
there's more
emotion.
stuff to do. It's Volcano Land.
Redgar Forbidden Land.
It's Caled.
Into the fiery Forbidden Lands. Yeah.
Nah.
There you go. Is this unavailable? No, it is locked. I still
Does
have
Kirby
not
have
gotten
his
the
own?
Buzzsaw Cutter unlocked yet, because I do not have enough money.
What would happen if Kirby ate another Kirby? I imagine it'd be the same, like if you put a bag of holding inside of another bag of holding.
So it would destroy everything around it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pocket universe.
Now I'm thinking about the fact that we have never seen Kirby suck up Meta Knight.
I think I see the reason why the civilization fell if they were sacrificing to Moloch.
I mean, listen, you know what they say. You can't make an omelet without sacrificing to Moloch.
It is forbidden. Omelets are sacred to Moloch.
It's true. You laugh, but it's true.
Do you hear me chuckle? I hear not.
Give me that sword.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
P2 look out of woofies.
Here I go. My name is Knuckles. I like Knuckles, and I do the Knuckles. Knuckles, 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 Knuckles. Knuckles, Knuckles. Doing Knuckles.
Where are the Knuckles, Knuckles? And I want some Knuckles. For my Knuckles.
Yes. What are we talking about again?
There's a
Knuckles?
musician called Silva Gunner who makes very silly mashups and remixes of often Nintendo music, but just like video game music in general.
Mhm.
And one of them is that Knuckles from ME song.
Right.
And it's just like every lyric is replaced with the word Knuckles, tone shifted to fit.
Why not? What a time to be alive.
Oh, sorry. Arcus Villa says Silva Gunner is a collaboration account. Yeah. So it's more than one
nobody-
artist, but they have the same kind of style.
Nobody ever says what a time to be dead.
No. I think generally the phrase is "I wish I were dead" for such a situation.
Anybody here ever play Deus Ex?
Play what?
Deus Ex from Square?
I mean...
You mean Deus Ex?
Or Deus Ex, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, this is a weird way to ask me if I do sex.
Ah!
Deus
Anyway,
Ex, yes, I played the first game a little bit, and then I played Human Revolution.
Okay, there was I picked this up on accident one day, but apparently they have a Knuckles versus Knuckles and Knuckles
Oh
game.
yes, because it's a Sega published game, and you go into a store in like the year 20. It's like 2050 in France or something, and you go into this tech store, and in one of the cubbies or on one of the displays, they have Knuckles, Knuckles, and Knuckles, Knuckles.
I
And it's just like
appreciate that.
It's an inside joke that the developers put in there. Because apparently they like and Knuckles memes, and so they made a game that is just Knuckles. And the cover just has like 3 of the Sonic Boom Knuckles art on it.
Why wouldn't it?
Knuck, it's Knuckles.
Magical Emerald Holder.
Oh yeah, here it is. I
You
found
stole
the
my emerald.
You stole my emerald! My emerald! Man, it is so wild to think that that helped Tyson Hess actually get a job working on the Sonic series.
It's a piece of out of blank spaces.
Yeah, Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles. 2029 Sega. Well, now they have to release that, like, I guess April Fools of 2029. They have to come out with something for that.
I'm into it.
Speaking of which, that's in 2 days. Any ideas, or are you a non-participator?
This way. Aha.
I do have one possible idea, but we'll see what happens.
Found the secret passage.
Found the secret passage.
Found a secret passage.
So what else has been going on? Zelda got delayed to 2023.
A big shocker there.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is fine. I'm surprised anyone's surprised by it. It's like this is their first Nintendo game.
It also makes a little more sense why maybe they haven't talked about it yet, is because they're still at a pretty shaky point.
Oh god, Arcus, you're talking about the Sega System Tower. Okay, if anyone didn't grow up with all these consoles, which is pretty rare, so you start with the Sega Genesis, then you attach it to a Sega CD, which makes the Genesis taller, then you attach the 32X to the Sega Genesis, because that fits into the Genesis cartridge slot, and that makes it even taller. Then go ahead and put in your copy of Sonic and Knuckles, which is a lock-on game cartridge, into the 32X slot, and then put another game in there. And if you really want to be insane, you could also add, like, I don't know, a Game Genie.
I believe it. I borrowed a Sega Genesis from a friend when I was a kid, and I wanted to try out Sonic and Knuckles. Mm-hmm. And yes, I was surprised at the way the cartridge was designed back then to put an expansion onto a Sonic game. But
yeah, well, you know why they did that, right?
Actually, no. Go enlighten me.
It was McDonald's fault.
Oh,
like the restaurant?
Yes. And I'll tell you how it was McDonald's fault. When Sega was working on Sonic the Hedgehog 3, they had a cross-promotional deal going with toys with McDonald's. And they had all these real big ideas for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It was going to be a really massive game, comparable in size to, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which was a pretty large game when it came to the amount of stuff what you could do in it. And, excuse me again. But McDonald's would not give them more development time. They would not budge from their agreed-upon release date.
Uh-huh.
So, Sega couldn't use all the ideas that they had for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They had to release a smaller game than they intended to, and effectively with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that was the game they wanted to release. They just had to break it into 2 parts.
Ouch.
And their idea for making it work together was, the lock-on thing. And, they presented this as, like, brand new, amazing technology. Which, I mean, in a sense, it was. But also, it's not something they had intended to do. Their hand was forced. So yeah, Sonic and Knuckles exists because of McDonald's. If anyone didn't know that, now you do.
Oh, great. That means Knuckles is going to dress up as McDonald's someday. Wait, no, Taylor's would do that.
Thank you for joining us for our Sonic Corner with Stoker the Bat.
Oh god, yeah, you could link up as many of those cartridges as you wanted to, but oh god, Mac and me! Why would you bring that up?
Mac and you?
Mac and me. Do you not know about Mac and me, GC?
That's the alien one, right?
That's the ET knockoff that was just a giant McDonald's product placement.
I mean, okay, but E.T. was also a giant. Was it M&M's or Skittles?
It was Reese's Pieces, and it wasn't. It was they had to use Reese's Pieces because M&M's wouldn't give them permission.
They had like a lot of issues with product placement for ET.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where people just didn't have any confidence in it until after it was a hit. Toy Story was like that too. That's why there's no Barbie and G.I. Joe in the first Toy Story movie.
People are all like, Pixar, there's no way that you can compete with Disney. What do you think you're doing?
Pixar, more like Car. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think anybody does.
Ooh, big gate.
It's the Golden Gate. Clearly we're in San Francisco. The bridge should be around here somewhere.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
Yeah, when you guys talk about advertising in the US, I'm pretty lost on it. However, I'm not sure if Nintendo Power talked about Genesis much. I can't remember, but
only to mock it.
eh.
Nintendo and Sega used to be constantly taking digs at each other back in the day.
Genesis,
did have that,
Genesis.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
could you repeat that, Miller?
Genesis with Nintendonesis.
Okay, sure.
It's a remix on an ad that says Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, Sega does what
Yes.
Nintendo don't. Yeah. Only 90s kids remember.
Yeah, at least we had that commercial. We had a lot of Nintendo commercials over here. Although I am assuming that they are the same in the US too, of course.
Oh, hidden treasure on the overworld. How interesting.
Normal treasure. Kirby's Inhale Showdown.
Kirby's in hell?
Kirby's Inhale Showdown.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit different. I would pay to see a game where Kirby goes to hell and, like, fights them all like the Doomslayer.
Hey, we got it.
Yes, I need this. I want this game now. I want Christian Kirby in hell fighting demons.
Christian Kirby. Oh, that's easy for you, so choosing.
What? I'm just strolling around town.
Making my way downtown.
And suddenly, what a terrible night to have curse.
Ah.
What a terrible night to have a curbs. Do 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 do. Why is that such a bop? I got him started.
Was it that one? Or was I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was a recent, or I guess at the last Grammys, there was a remix, a orchestrated version of one of the Kirby songs got nominated for Best Original Production.
Oh,
Best
how
Original
lovely.
Composition. Oh, sorry, not original. Something, it was... There was a video, like, 8-bit big band made, and it was nominated for a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me stop giving half facts and...
Yeah, geez, Miller.
I'm bad at that. My memory fails me. At 25 years old, my memory is already failing me. How will I ever survive?
Don't ask me, I just work here.
Just fly, Miller, fly. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Rare stone thing.
Yes, Warbird, I'm only 25.
Yeah, Miller's the baby.
Yeah. My birthday's coming up soon, though.
Well, you know what that means.
What does it mean?
Means you'll be 26, Miller.
No! That means my 20s are already almost over!
Yeah,
It's the end of my life!
almost. Oh, listen, you.
You got plenty of life in you, Miller. Keep it up.
After I turn
Yeah,
30,
you've got
that's
plenty of
it,
life
I'm
in you.
old.
You've got plenty of life in you that I'm waiting to drain out when you least expect it.
Oh, dear God, no.
Oh, I squeaked.
You are a bat! It is a thing
It's
you are often
really-
do.
Yeah, okay. I gotta get my mole on. No, no. Dear God, no.
This platforming is precarious. Oh gosh. Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Hello?
Why did they put you on the island?
Kirby, don't drive off the edge.
Nice.
Kirby, you have so much to live for.
Oh no, there's even more.
Life's too short to live on the edge, Kirby.
Why pay for the whole seat when all you're gonna need is the edge?
I don't know what the hard one.
God.
Miller is new dangle young hip hop.
Do you say new dangled?
Yeah. We're old, Stoker. We gotta start calling Miller young whippersnapper.
There you got it.
Calling people a young whippersnapper makes you old.
Yeah.
It does. It's been proven. Also, I've never seen a whipper, and I don't know how to snap it.
Yeah. Yeah, get a whip and snap it.
So I was working for a contractor in my old neighborhood. I was helping him out while I was in between jobs.
Mhm.
Doing some like installing closets and fixing up people's attics and stuff. I went with him to go help his mother move one time, and his mother was living in a retirement home because he was like 50, so his mother
Right.
was like in her late 70s. And she was talking about how she's like, I finally realized I'm old now. And I was like, why is that? She's like, I'm gonna have dinner at 4 p.m. and then immediately afterwards go to bed.
Yeah, that sounds
Wow.
about right.
Arcus Velas linked the video that got nominated for the Grammy.
Oh, excellent.
Second.
It was Meta Knight's Revenge.
Just boxing clip. Baby Mirror doesn't want to be old.
Baby Miller doesn't want to be old. Too bad.
Hmm.
We're not putting Miller in a corner. We're just challenging him. He's gonna rise up and throw these other so-called older people out off the edge with his hip hop. Okay. He's gonna invent the slay station. No, they already did a Disgaea.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Rick almost fell off the edge.
Ah, I see.
But he has lost his hat. Luckily, he gets another one here.
Homing bombs. Ooh.
Ah, a secret.
Ooh, a secret. I like secrets.
This is a secret stash of some of the most succulent succotash that was ever made.
Don't do that again.
Come on, you're saying you don't like my Sylvester?
Are you trying to say you're a succulent is a succotash?
Did you say suck a cash?
Look, I first thought that I heard that from Miller, so don't start comparing that with me. Come on.
Succotash. It's like a corn porridge, I think.
You know, I've never been completely sure. I've never had succotash. I guess I've truly never known suffering.
Oh, homie Bob's the boss. This should be hard.
It's mostly corn and beans, and it looks kind of like it's just sort of tossed in a pot and heated up.
Well, that seems about right. Does sound like suffering.
It does indeed sound like suffering. Boo 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 boo.
Arcus Velas says, "Please have mercy. I can only handle so many poorly done cat lists in one night."
No, you suffer with the rest of us.
Look, this comic went to dies. We need some more catalysts.
What don't you know?
Okay. Keep going. We're gonna drive the chat crazy.
Thank
with
you for
laughter.
joining us here at CackleCon, where only the best cackles are.
It's true.
Ice skate on the lava. Okay.
Little break step right there. What's with all that cackling? Stop being evil.
Never.
There you go.
You okay there, Arcus?
I think they're having a time of all the horrendous things we are doing to our microphones and their ears.
From our ears to your fears.
Do for cats to your bats.
Wow, I was very surprised you made it all the way around that, Rick. I was expecting you to die after grabbing the thing.
Man, we're on a bit of a... I'm not usually do Rhyming on a dimey? Oh.
Rhyming on the diming.
But when you're in the mood, you start getting crude.
You better believe it, dude.
Hmm.
Aha.
Well, depth perception's a little hard at this camera angle.
Ow! What?
Hopefully it respawns, I guess. Isometric platforming is a special kind of hell? Yeah. It can be.
No.
I think, I hear a lot of people complain usually more often about first-person platforming, but it's like, I don't know. That was like Mirror Edge's whole thing, and I thought Mirror Edge, at least the first one, was a pretty good game, including the platforming.
They had to fudge it a lot for that, though.
Yeah.
There's a reason that it doesn't work in most other first-person games.
Mm.
There we go.
It's like you can't actually have it be physically accurate, or else it's completely uncontrollable. First person is fine with KOD time. Well, that's one part of it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is it in some areas you get like an actual minute, second, millisecond timer, but here you get this like just bar?
A second.
Give me just 1 second. Actually, no, give me a few minutes, baby.
Okay.
Take your time. We'll be here.
Oh, there's some ice cream.
Oh, and a bunch of stuff.
I scream, you scream. We all scream for poorly formed frozen Sonic heads.
It's true. I have frequently been known to scream for such things. And just in general, I enjoy screaming.
Alright, remind me to never have you as a neighbor.
Hey, Miller.
Yes.
Don't ever have me as a neighbor.
Thank you. I would have not ever remembered that if you hadn't reminded me right there.
That's what I'm here for.
Your service is absolutely irreplaceable.
That's what I'm here for.
No!
Oh no! You can't jump as the full.
Yes, I can.
Oh, but you can't. I see, but you can't mid-air jump.
Very unfortunate, that.
Yeah, Sargasville's ice cream is usually very delicious. But if I get sweet things, ice cream is usually not the first thing I reach for. When I'm at like at the grocery store, I usually get like a
Goat.
stroopwafel. Is usually my first choice. Whenever they have them. Ice cream that would survive a volcano level. It'd have to be something that has like an extremely high, like, what is it, temperature storage index, that basically its temperature won't change very quickly. You'd have to have like frozen cloth or something.
Thought you were gonna say frozen claw for a minute.
Something that would usually be used as an insulator, and then you just freeze it to like very, very cold, and then even when exposed to heat, it will stay frozen. Because that's how insulators work. They don't keep warm or
Okay,
cold, they
you
just
need
keep
Gunner to hit
changing. Asbestos ice cream. Yeah, asbestos would probably be it.
That's as best as I can do.
Use Crash to defeat Wild Frosty.
Well, if I had a nickel for every time I've said that.
Toy Hammer.
Hammer.
Sure, this may be the cutest bonk to ever bonk a bonk, but this is no plaything. It has rapid, continuous attacks with enough power to hammer stakes and crush enemies.
Yeah, same here. You ain't special.
New posters.
That's the thing that shows
Howdy.
up at your doorstep whenever you're horny. It's just Kirby with a toy hammer. Going, "Bonk."
No horny. God. We're strange people.
Hammer. Man, it is raining very hard outside right now.
Well, tell it to quit your gaming.
I wonder if you're getting the same storm we did earlier this morning.
Oh yeah, apparently there was a tornado warning that I completely slept through. Good to know I'm still capable of that.
What, sleeping through tornadoes? Or
Yep.
sleeping at all?
Ooh. A little bit of both, perhaps.
Do you take melatonin?
I used to. Not as much anymore.
I have, there's one person I know on Twitch who they've talked about them having sleeping issues, and they say they take... Their regimen is insane, I think. They take 2 melatonin and 2, like, Benadryl every night to go to sleep.
Sounds almost dangerous.
And I'm just like, how does your liver not, like, develop cirrhosis already?
Is a tad concerning, NGL.
Like, how do you not have, like, internal bleeding from all that stuff? I don't know. Their SO says they're insane for taking all that stuff, but they haven't stopped.
Well, they have survived so far, I suppose.
Suppose. Yeah, Warbird, you don't want to take melatonin for long periods, or else then your body becomes used to it and stops making its own. And then it becomes very hard to return to a non-drug induced sleep schedule. I will say that whenever I have taken melatonin, it doesn't necessarily make me go to sleep faster or anything, but it does make me sleep better, I guess. I've noticed that, like, the amount of time I'm asleep for can often be kind of random, but when I take melatonin, I'm asleep for, like, exactly 8 hours.
I see then.
Light is back.
Hello, GC. Rick
And
now throws saw blades.
I always believed he had it in him.
These seem especially dangerous.
Yeah, much bigger than the chakrams.
Oh, you're not throwing them, you're literally spitting them out of your hat. That's fun.
It is funny, isn't it?
I mean, I guess Kirby's technically wearing a hard hat, so it's safe? Question mark?
As safe as anything.
Hold on a second. I need to look outside because that's a lot of rain.
Somebody's actually just taking a hose to your window.
Damn those dang it, I was trying to say those window hose and I got it mixed up with the lemon stealing horrors thing. My mind is terrifying.
It's a good thing I live on a hill.
Oh my. That much?
Yeah. This one's unlocked now. Off the wall ricochet switches.
Ricochet.
There it goes. Precisely.
Yep. I do kind of like that it like sticks in the wall for a second and then bounces. Very silly.
I have to leave that.
Oh boy. Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
There you go. Oh god. Arcus says getting a preview of that Kirby Pachinko game. Ugh. My disdain is not for that game in particular, but it's just Japanese gaming producers leaning on pachinko games for a bunch of shit now.
Yeah, I'm not super into that myself. I mean, look what's done to Castlevania.
Castlevania, Metal Gear, they've all been felled from it.
Pachinko'd. They've been pachinko'd to death.
To a power plant, which is still somehow running.
Now, I know there is such a thing as geothermal power plants, but they don't run on lava.
Well, you know what? I see that as a flaw on our behalf, frankly.
You might be right. Technically, every power plant has worked the same since, like, last 200 years. You take a source of heat, you use it to heat up some water, and then you use that water to spin a turbine. That's how every single power source has worked forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
The only time we haven't done that is basically RTGs. It's like the first I can think of.
This Wuffy is asleep and is right next to a cup of coffee.
It's adorable.
Oh, got squished.
Oh, come on!
You have no power. You have no power.
I
you
should
can't
be able to inhale that.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time.
You cannot inhale everything.
Those boxes, I guess. Solar power doesn't use turbines. Okay, thank you, chat, for finding all of the exceptions to my grossly oversimplifying statement.
Yeah, that's a weird change for Konami. Why they suddenly went to pachinko machines?
Because they've always been a producer of gambling devices. And if you land in the Las Vegas airport, you'll see the Konami building right out the window.
Makes sense to me.
Like Nintendo has always been a playing card company, which makes it very funny that people are looking that they were going to make a 52 card deck for Kirby, I believe. And people are just like, "Oh wow, this is so cool of Nintendo doing cards," and like the few little like game historians are looking at them, being like, "They've always done cards. That was what
They
did for
haven't.
hundreds of
They
years."
technically haven't stopped making Hafunda cards.
Yeah, they still make Hanafuda. Many of them have now Nintendo Nintendo video game characters on them.
The arcade machines, to Konami's eyes, were the gambling machines.
Tempo says they're sad that Nintendo stopped making toys. Yeah, they don't make like conventional toys anymore, but
They still have a lot of toy company ethos to them.
Very much so. Much more so than they have traditional video game. Why I say traditional, as if the video game industry is super old.
conventional.
Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh card game I can understand, collector, but it's just that growing up, I always thought they were like Nintendo
This
games.
is just silly.
That's the problem with me.
Oh, you need to move the thing while it's in the middle of
Yeah.
burning, with it ending up on the button.
Yeah.
This puzzle. Come on.
No, I refuse. Excuse me.
Why is it that because you responded, I immediately took what I said as a W innuendo?
Because I responded.
There we go, finally. Deep Sleep Blueprint.
I mean, does that help? I guess maybe it'll make the sleep do something useful.
Coffee.
Cafe.
Coffee. I don't know why I'm saying it that way.
Oh god, it's this game. It's the make the pose every time the wall passes you. Oh.
Oh, jeez, this reminds me of another game. Shit, I forget.
That's a very fun way to include that sort of gimmick.
Bum.
Ba-dum, bum bum.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. What? Okay. Crocodile. This robust swimmer has a powerful jaw. It floats on the water surface, watching and waiting for its prey. Its hide is as tough as armor, so you'll need something bigger than a copy ability to take him down. Do you think mouthful mode would do the trick?
I mean, you tell us, game.
Tortolding. Whoa, Tortolding shell is a whole building. This big baddie must be some kind of boss for the smaller beasts. It enjoys basking in the sun, so it climbs to high spots and claims the whole area as its territory. Let's take a long time for this critter to get up there. Gathering of the Beast Council.
The Beast Council will now listen to your plea.
I wanna be the very beast. Like no one ever was.
Is there dice? Gunmouth. Yeah.
Pierce the floor, just like we will pierce the heavens.
Pierce the heavens.
Dr. Kanan says Jaeger and Logan reference. Yes, I love Gurren Logan.
Believe in the miller that believes in you.
Mm-hmm. Do it quickly, because I die pretty soon.
It's true.
Gazelle says it's true. 25 is well past your prime in anime years.
God, in anime years, that's practically retirement age.
I am the old sage who will deliver the quest to the main character.
And
Almost ready for the old protagonist's home.
need 1,200. Get deep sleep. Anyway, upgrade drill.
Duril.
Twin drill.
Well, if drill is so good, why isn't there a drill 2?
Got us there.
Oh, now you have like a buzzsaw shark fin.
That does combo damage when you... Yeah. Does combo damage on enemies you run into while drilling.
Pills here.
Hmm?
Said pills here.
Bill's here.
Hello, sir.
Cave Johnson, we're done here.
Chariots.
Chariots.
Is this going to be a boss rush?
I mean, why not?
Baby, but not. This could be the same as Mega Man. We don't know.
Looks like it. That's the gorilla guy up first.
That's him, alright.
Oh. Alright. And that is usually how you get a car in the real world. You gotta kill the gorilla that owned it first.
Yeah, it's usually one of those giant inflatable gorillas outside the dealership.
You have to placate it with a down deposit and a monthly payment.
It's one of those little known secrets.
Alright, now come on, Kirby. Does that really count as a hidden Waddle Dee? I don't know if that would count.
What do we have here? Steak and fries and eggs.
Nice. Well, a good runny yolk over a steak. Ooh, that sounds very good.
You having fun over there, Miller?
I am. I actually had an egg sandwich before this stream, and it had a very runny yolk. In fact, so runny, the first time I took a bite out of it, it exploded over my hand.
Magnificent. I'm very happy for you.
I am too. It's very hard to get a egg that is like slightly brown on the outside, yet still has a runny yolk.
It's true.
I need to go to the grocery store tomorrow. I need to figure out what I want to do, if I want to do some crazy stuff.
Do.
Like, I've been watching Tasting History with Max Miller recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched an episode for Irish stew that looked really good, even though it's just like steak, potatoes, and onions and bacon,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that complex, but it does sound really good.
I mean, it doesn't have to be complex to be good.
No. Yes. Tempo Tempest. The series is called Tasting History with Max Miller. He's been doing it for like 2 or 3 years now. It's very good. It's a well-edited series where he talks about like historical dishes and then sort of what the context of those dishes were. So like he did one about I can't remember which French king, but there was a French king who really liked his food, and he was like, here's one of the things that was served according to one of the menus that we have from that time. And then he talked about like what this king was known for and what he did and that kind of stuff. Is it like good eats? I think maybe the videos are usually like 20% of them are about the recipe and the other 80% is about the history. It's much more focused on the history than the actual food. Was that Oliver's rocket ship back there? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. If they hide like
It's Flower Line again.
bunch of references in piles of junk.
Oh, yay! Tea time! Let the main event begin. No pun intended.
Hello, really? Welcome to Rick's stream. Who says, I didn't know you stream.
That's a common thing. People don't seem to know that Rick streams. Until they find out, and then they know. Actually, technically, I suppose nobody knows that Rick streams before they find out.
Hey,
That is
yes?
technically true.
That is a tautology, I believe.
Anyway, welcome to the stream.
Alright, now that one was hidden.
And they had this right there, and didn't put anything on top of it.
Tisk, tisk.
We have office chair today here.
Missed his other stream earlier today. Yeah, he also streams on Picarto often. I did not see that one either.
And as you can tell, he occasionally bloop bloops.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
As you know, most of us do from time to time. Every now and then one must simply bloop bloop.
Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Apakakapa.
Hapapa. Hapapataka. Hapapataka na chikata. Hapapataka.
See, you understand.
Cuckoo-ca-joop, cuckoo-ca-joop, goopy-ga-goopy-dee-goopy-ga-joop.
Oh, see, I thought you were doing the Beatles there.
It started that way, and then it just kind of
Cuckoo-ca-choo,
mutated.
cuckoo-ca-choo.
It kind of mutated into something else entirely.
Yeah, it evolved into The Simpsons. Hey, they're playing the Elephant song. I like that song. Reminds me of elephants.
And
Now, why
ice
would they
cream.
give you a healing item right in front of the end of the level?
Dessert.
Oh, I guess. See, I was gonna say it's because they're gonna do a fake out. They're gonna start the cutscene, and then the cutscene's gonna be interrupted by something else taking the Waddle Dees away.
Bonesaw's ready.
Boom.
Venture deep into the secret passage, huh? Elfalin, mystical new friend you met in a mysterious new world. You found Elfalin as he was trying to save the Waddle Dees from the Beast Pack. He was happy to be Kirby's guide, sharing helpful advice to save the Waddle Dees and rebuild their town. Thanks, Elfalin. Scissorlift Mouth Kirby. Kirby gained the mysterious mouth mode ability after he flew through that vortex. Now he can stuff an entire scissor lift into his mouth. Raise and lower yourself to reach items and dodge enemy attacks. You can also spit the lift out while extended to reach the top of tall platforms.
Followed and adored House Pets ages ago, and just always had a soft spot for your art style.
Thank you.
Rick's art is pretty good, isn't it?
It is super adorbs.
Totes. Totes my goats.
The goats will be totes and the boat be dopes.
What GC said.
Okay.
The Beast Pack's final stand.
Final stand?
Yes, finally, the Beast Pack will have no more fans. This is their final stand.
So this is stand, final stand. Oh.
Yeah, I remember reading. It's funny. I read a lot of furry webcomics when I was like a teenager, and House Pets was definitely among them. But then I like sort of stepped away from it, and I only came back after I found Rick's writing, and I became more interested in like Haven Celestia and that stuff.
It happens.
So, who's calling? Is this going to be King DDD?
No, it's
Oh.
gonna be
The true mastermind behind.
yeah. It's either gonna be like
Wait.
the big bad wolf, or it's gonna be Marks.
See, here's the
I'm
thing.
I'm prepared for another hot furry, personally.
Oh wait, there was something in the middle of the platform, Rick. If you go back.
Pile of money.
Well, I only know about half of the things that go on in Kirby. I do notice that a lot of times, King DDD seems to have a tendency to fight Kirby in a wrestling ring.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's what he
cool.
did earlier. We fought him in those ruins.
Yeah.
Literally in a coliseum.
And just now, I thought Kirby was being lowered down in a wrestling ring.
King D D D D D D D D D D.
He sure loves those wrestling rings. D.
Well,
They
you know.
remind me of my most favorite man in the world, Vince McMahon.
Ow.
We might get the Kirby Mania before Kirby Mania.
Yes, there's a lift on like rail cart tracks. It's a little weird.
Curry.
It's definitely a weird sort of anachronism of like old and new.
Yeah, well, you know, what's old is old and what's new is new, and I don't know where I was going with this.
What's new is old and what's old is ancient.
Yes.
So is the like catchphrase of the Zoomer. If it's new, it's already old, and if it's old, it's ancient.
Wow, that's a way of looking at it I hadn't considered before.
Water coaster.
How do we fight this actual guy?
You need water. I did not see a water spout here.
We find it later on and then turn around?
Don't turn around, because you're gonna see my heart breaking.
There's the water.
I kind of hope that Kirby had limited water ammo while he was in that form.
He does.
But looks like
He does have.
I don't see
He
him
just
in-
has a lot of water.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it is limited.
yeah.
It's the same with like the vending machine, right? You have
Oh, wait,
only
yes, okay,
100
I see,
cans
I
to use, but it's like you're not really gonna run out.
Okay, I just saw him do it right there. Okay.
Corn and milk.
I really don't want to question why the toads have milk.
You really don't.
I really don't. This seems like a horrifying story in and of itself.
Wondering about that.
It should record.
The whole sub area falls away.
200 soda shots.
Man, Kirby, why do you have to waste all the pop? Jeez.
Ah.
Excuse me.
Soda shots. Is that what it's called when you serve soda in a tiny glass?
Yes, only no.
Alright. Removing that joke from the set. So really what these streams are is for me to brush up my comedy skills so I know what to say when I do improv or
So you can improve your improv.
yes.
I just been build up my tolerance, Miller. Come on, hit me.
Excuse me. I made the laugh quite that uproariously.
You like that one? Okay.
Honestly do think these streams have made me better at like just communication in general.
It's entirely possible.
For both improv and just like normal communication, just being able to be more
Maybe they've just
More
made you a better
more
human
able
being.
to what is it? God damn it. Why can't I remember it? I had it on the tip of my tongue. Yes and, that's it. Be more agreeable to yes anding. Are you familiar with that one, Stoker? Or JC?
Yes, and
Ah, I was not familiar with that.
It's a thing
I'm
you're
glad
supposed to do in
someone else
improv,
knows it.
which is like if you're talking with somebody, you never tell them no. You never say your idea sucks, I'm not doing that, and you just throw their idea to the side. The idea is you always agree with what the other person is doing and then add on to it. So you yes and.
Yes.
Yeah. This is why I never got into the comedy business. I just don't have the heart for it. Anytime I have to do comedy, it's like it comes at me in like a blue moon. It's good, but in a blue moon. But there was this guy. I remember.
The moon is the blue because it's Sonic showing you his ass or something. I don't know.
Well done, Miller.
You can know all the rules and still not know what the hell you're doing.
It's true. Dear God, is it ever true?
Oh, now we gotta go back. Oh. On the boat. Ooh, excuse me.
I'll think about it,
Okay.
but I make no promises.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Tempo has a good suggestion if you feel like you have difficulty with comedy or stuff, watch Whose Line. Watch the classic
yeah.
Whose Line with
Oh, I love that. I love.
I mean,
watching
watching Whose Line in general is a good idea. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Kalamaki and Ryan Sal say good night. Good night.
Like,
Jeez,
you
I try.
could really do worse than watching Whose Line just in general.
Oh, Whose Line was awesome. I loved Ryan Stiles in that. And Kalamaki.
yeah,
Greg
they're
was
still
good,
making
too.
episodes of Whose Line, but some of the charm is gone now.
Yeah. The British version, I think, was the best. True Kirby was okay though, but the British version was good. The best.
It's like every time you hit an enemy, it goes even longer. Huh.
Whee!
Who's on first? I mean, who's on first is just a thing you can recite. It's not necessarily good for improv in of itself.
Unless you can, like, totally improv a brand new riff on it, which would be very impressive.
Yes. Makes me wonder if those, like, football commentators on NFL have ever tried to do something like that, where they do who's on first, but it's like American football positions. They're like, who's on the outside?
I could see it.
Yes, Lisreal, we have seen your comments, but there's nothing interesting to say of them.
What are you talking about?
They keep comparing this level to Crisis City, and it's like, yes, there's lava, and it's a destroyed city, but it's like absolutely not a copy of it.
Well, I mean... I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, Crisis City's main thing is, yes, pools of lava, but pools of lava with skyscrapers sticking out of them and highways running between everything. This is like the inside of a foundry. Very different.
What was Crisis Core from
Tempo.
again? Crisis from Sonic 06. Oh, okay.
Crisis City.
Crisis. Man, I can't believe I had to ask that.
Tempo, I'm
I
curious.
can't fault
Which
you
one
for it, though. Sonic 06 is not exactly a,
Sega's crowning achievement.
no.
Was that one of the levels they included in Sonic Generations, though? I can't remember.
Yes, it was like the one good level in Sonic 06.
Yeah, okay, now it's coming back.
The music from it was also very good. It's the one that had the, like, I don't know what the instrument is. I guess it must have been some kind of horn, but it was like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Sounded a bit like the Mission Impossible theme.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. Anyway. Yeah, good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Most exceptionally good stuff.
Wait, what was? You didn't have a traffic cone. You had some like dynamo thing. It looks like.
It was a giant speaker.
Ah, okay.
And Tempo again says, somebody speaks Scottish, yes, and a lot of people love comparing me to Scottish.
I don't know, you don't sound very Scottish to me, GC, I must say.
It's hard for me to say. I think it's because I have a lighter tone of what I say, but I got people that I talk to at work that's customers that say that I'm Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I mentioned it in one of our streams, but yeah, I have some part Scottish in me. I didn't know that.
It's your left toenail.
Yeah,
Collector says I
specifically that
sound
one part.
Irish, and my mother was born on St. Patrick's Day, so and I still think that's funny.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Because I don't even know I don't think me or my mother know what an Irish accent sounds like, but
Let's see, it's
We-
11:58. Should I challenge the boss?
Is it like,
I
how much
say
game is left? Do we know?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I think we should push it.
I do like the idea of saving it for next time, and then we beat Kirby in like 30 minutes, and then we play Gartic Phone for like an hour and a half.
Oh, that would be excellent.
Argus says, I have Canadian rhythms. You sound Canadian to me, GC. Thank you. Have a raccoon.
Another one of the slidey elevator platforms. This makes me think of Half-Life.
The Noble Ranger. Alright, round 2. Oh, has he been masked? Forgo DDD.
He went dual wielding.
Tempo says the elevators make them think of Resident Evil and other military games. I mean, it's probably just like that's a thing that exists in certain industrial applications. So it makes sense to be like, here in a forge, or in a giant scientific facility, or in a military
Whoosh, whoosh.
factory.
Now that I know how to dodge, this makes these things easier.
Hey Miller, Kirby's doing the rolls.
Kirby is doing the rolls. Kirby's got a flip instead of a normal roll. That must mean he has a lightweight capacity.
Congratulations, Kirby. You're now Dark Souls character.
Hey, DDD is like fully gone.
Oh. Oh.
And he's charging like Ganon from Twilight Princess.
Or he says, Kirby really channeling the Bayonetta training with Witch Time and all. Yes.
Yeah.
Did we ever see that Japanese comic of when Bayonetta joined Smash and basically all the Model Ds are like cooking her stuff like she was like a princess. Just like, ooh, thank you. And one simple comment just knocked them over. They're like, oh, she's we were in love with her.
I don't know about that one. The two Smash comics that I always think of are the ones by was it Liz Zombie?
Yeah, I knew you. No, not Liz Zombie. Yes, Liz Zombie is a furry artist.
Awkward Zombie. The two ones I keep thinking of are the ones where Fox McCloud is looking at Samus's arm cannon and is like, wait. He like looks through it and it's completely hollow. And he's like, wait, where's the guns? And she just like lifts up her arm and flexes.
Yeah.
Okay, fire attack. Okay.
And the other one is a bunch of characters arguing about their deities, right? Like Zelda is like the three goddesses, and then the Sword Boys are talking about their two goddesses or whatever, and they're like arguing about all this stuff. And then Palatini walks in and she's like, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" And everybody just stops silent.
Good old.
Don't worry, he's good now.
Yeah.
Hoya?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh no, stuff.
Not Waddle Dee.
Oh no, not the dogs, not the rabbits. Oh no, you left a Wild D behind. How could you?
No one gets left behind, soldier.
Hurry up before the adorable dogs
Help me.
Throw him in.
Save yourself.
And now DDD's dead.
Tell
Yes,
my
he's dead.
wife I love her.
And the door shuts.
Discoverer.
Now you know he's dead.
Facts or not.
King DDD's last stand.
We'll meet again.
Welcome, visitors, to the Dream Discoveries Tour of our science facility, Lab Discoverer.
Ooh, who broke that glass?
This thrilling
Not me.
tour, you'll be introduced to the ultimate life form.
I wasn't
guys,
there. You
cheer
can't
up.
prove it.
IDF-86
Oh boy, the ultimate life form. I'm sure this will be fine.
arrived in Earth. It began at
I am Shadow the Hedgehog.
Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying IDF-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warfare.
This is who I am.
Enjoy today.
God, please tell me it's like their universe's version of Kirby.
Using Waddle Dees to power it.
However,
Oh, how Waddle Dastardly!
began. A warp experiment incident occurred in this facility. A new life form separated from the main specimen.
Oh, the Waddle Destruction.
That new subspecimen has yet to be recovered.
The
In
subspecimen.
the time since, IDF-86 has shown no signs of activity. It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule here on the top level of Lab Discoverer. And here we are. Let's meet the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86.
Okay. Let's meet IDF-86.
Like the gerbil power source in KND. I mean, it's literally, they did this in... Which Kirby game was it that it was like the wheels were powering Meta Knight's ship? What? Oh.
I knew there was going to be at least one more hot furry.
I didn't.
I knew it. I felt it in my bones.
That's one big tiger.
There you go. Great one, grand people of this world of miraculous power. Those people left this world behind and entered a land of dreams. Gasp. That's a great one. It's complete again. And now we will also receive this miraculous power. We, the ones they left behind on this forgotten land. And now the time has finally come.
To release Butterbrain.
See? Elflin was a eldritch being after all. Just split off from the main one.
No, don't feast on our hide. Oh, cutscene already? Okay.
Younger.
I'm sure this is fine.
Kirby beats up a defenseless animal. How could you, Kirby?
Yeah, the defenseless
Defenseless?
animal.
The Daily Bugle.
There are many physical attributes I could describe this guy with. Defenseless is
But
not
helpful.
one of them.
Well, Kirby hasn't taken a hit yet, so I'm pretty sure he's defenseless.
I mean, okay, sure.
I know, I'm grasping straws here. Also, I'm not being biased.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love cats. Doesn't mean I don't love dogs or any animal for that matter.
A likely story.
Okay, Stoker. What? You you like something besides bats?
One or two things.
Ow.
Okay, he's dangerous. You took Kirby half of Kirby's health away.
Oh. Shockwaves. Oh, you broke his poise. Quick, get in a visceral attack. Oh, now he's just doing X slash on you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, this feels very much like an Elden Ring boss. Some of these moves are like feel like they're taking whole cloth from it.
Oh, he's even got Bowser breath.
It happened.
Whoa. This is more like a Kamehameha version now.
Ow.
Okay, yes, you chompy. Thank you. Move on to a different move.
He's gonna keep Chompy.
Apparently, he's gonna keep chomping.
It's what he do. Do what you know. Lead with your strengths.
Or is this full on Marvel vs. Capcom, to be honest?
Nice dodge there, Rick.
If only the line was John Tobin. Sad.
Oh. Come on, you're so close. Yeah.
Just boxers, can we just get the guy catnip or something? For a line, you have to give him lots of catnip.
You killed him. Kirby is now a murderer.
More news on a Daily Bugle.
Yes, I dare. Irksome pink contaminant. That's another word for Kirby.
I like that. That's a good one.
Everything shall be consumed, huh?
Oh boy,
Ah.
now we're getting to real boss of Kirby games is the Eldritch Horror. Including the fact that in order to talk, it possessed the body of a dead man.
Not the dogs. Uh-oh, gee, everything. Oh, okay.
Yep, this is about what we expected. Kirby's like typical Tuesday.
So, from the way I'm hearing this is normal for Kirby, yeah.
Honestly, this is fairly tame.
This is Resident Evil vibes now. And with a bit of Devil May Cry in it. Nintendo, stop well done. Nintendo, stop looking at Capcom.
Yeah, I definitely think you're at the running for your life portion of this fight.
I can do damage to him, though.
This is so good. Frickin' Kirby. Only Kirby gives you this kind of content.
You know, for kids! Yeah.
Yeah, well, for kids. Kids can have horror things. That's one thing I think is definitely missing from, like, media of the last 15, 20 years.
I mean, I would say that if it weren't for things like Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, several other examples I could pull out that for some reason are not coming to me. But
Meta Knight with a hockey mask.
Meta Knight with a hockey.
But there's no Goosebumps. There's nothing of that kind of stuff in the last couple decades.
No.
Poppy's Playtime. That's another good example. It's a newish one. Imagine like this big bluish Muppetish thing, and it's like, I'm gonna eat you. That's my impression. Did you like it? Did you think it's a good impression?
I have no idea for what the bass voice sounds like, so I have to assume your impression is absolutely perfect.
I mean, as is everything I do, Miller. Practically perfect in every way.
But I mean, even the things you suggested, those are still indie games, right? It's like, yes, Five Nights at Freddy's is very popular, but it is still an indie thing.
Yes.
Not being
granted.
sold at the Scholastic Book Fair, you mean?
Yeah.
The Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah.
What wondrous days those were indeed.
I remember, I think it was the last book fair I had at middle school. I won one of their contests, and I got a free book, and I picked up a... surprise, surprise, I picked up a graphic novel with furries in it.
Do you remember what it was called?
The Amulet? It was weird, because I think it was like book 2 of a series, and I never even heard of it before.
Or since. Maybe it didn't really exist.
I have a copy of the first volume, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Yeah, they lived in a house that was a giant walking mecha, but it was shaped like a house. And it was all made of like wood and stuff.
Still not even at the final boss yet.
This is not even his true form.
I don't know what would be good against him. You can pick one of any of the abilities here. I've been doing pretty good with Gunner so far.
Yeah, shoot those death beams.
You there? No.
Gotta go to the tippy top.
Yeah, I didn't think that the final battle was going to take place in a hallway.
No, it's gonna take place on a helipad.
This is definitely Metal Gear Solid place to have the final boss fight.
Or the very first Resident Evil, that too. But yeah, I think it's more like Metal Gear.
You're really going with Fecto, huh?
Alright, we are now fighting an angel.
I mean, again, it's freaking Kirby.
We are fighting biblically accurate angel.
Ow.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this, and if you told me this is what Vivian Madrano made her angels look like, I would have believed you.
Ow.
Tis not but a scratch.
Ow.
Uh-oh, uh-oh,
I
uh-oh!
cannot dodge out of this.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
That's a big oof. Temple Tempest, you could do it, Rick! Oh, I spoke too soon. Are we playing Dark Souls Kirby Edition? I mean, it's pretty dang close. Turns out every game can be improved with a combat roll. Oh, big dagger or big spears. You phased him.
Can't do this with one hit point left.
Sure you can, Rick. I
Yep.
believe in you.
There we go.
We have faith in you, Rick.
I don't know if this is a thing they would actually do, but I'm wondering if you can mouthful mode one of those asteroids. Probably not a thing, but
It didn't give any prompt for it.
alright, it gives you a specific prompt. Hello, Jonas.
Are you guys still going?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the final
Jonas, we're
boss.
still
Like,
going.
we have to try.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well,
Oh wait, have you not? Oh, Jonas, you need to see this final boss.
I'll review the VOD when I get a chance. But I had to see this. Stoker was describing it to me, and it's supposed to be good if you're still going at this hour. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Kirby's got his firecracker helmet or something. Okay. Wow, it's some Evangelion shit. Cool. With shines.
You should have seen the acid trip sky that we were having a minute ago.
Does it have like extra eyes or anything? Is there like a big pair of okay, that's pretty gnarly. God,
You
this
should
is
have
so-
seen the thing that was chasing us down the hall.
Amazing.
Yeah, we first found it and it was like in stasis and it was a weird squid looking thing, and then it became the ooze and then absorbed a bunch of creatures and chased us down a hall and had like all of their faces on the outside of the ooze.
I love
And then
Kirby
it turned into
so
this.
That's
much. I love Kirby so much.
that is magical. That is magical indeed.
What was the name of the lion daddy?
Can't remember
there was-
now.
There's another furry bait character, is what I'm saying.
Of course there is.
Yes, we killed him and then this thing talked through his body, reanimating him for a little bit.
Kirby is the best.
Leongar, there we go.
Leon,
Okay.
nice. Man, this is See, you'd expect something cute and Mario-ish, you know, as like the last boss. Even the
Oh, but
even
that's the
Val-
thing about Kirby. It always has these like cosmic horrors as its end.
That's amazing. Wow, it's cutting like voids in reality or something.
Yeah, that's how it goes. This is all standard Kirby boss stuff.
Good times.
Everybody thinks we're just memeing, but we ain't memeing.
You ain't memeing when it's a demon.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, and then right before this, we faced Dedede a second time, except he had like a mask on, and I mean like a mask from the movie The Mask, where it was like controlling him.
Nice.
And then he was like, "Oh no, the Waddle Dee's gonna die."
Oh yeah, and then he sacrificed himself to save one Waddle Dee.
I see.
Do you, Jonas? Do you understand just how much D loves his Waddle Dees? Waddle Dee.
What'll he do? This is really epic. Those like glowy attacks make me think of like Sans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
This whole fight makes me think very much of like Elden Ring and Dark Souls bosses in general. Just the big sweeping attacks and the big particle effects and stuff.
I love it.
But it's all kind of it's at that certain pace where it's like everything is well telegraphed, and you have enough time to dodge everything. But there's still very big and very visually impressive attacks.
Oh, by the way, I saw the clip where you were complaining about turning 26. Let me tell you, Sonny. You're.
That's very close to what I said.
I know it feels like, oh, damn, my youth is over when you're starting to edge towards 30, but trust me.
You're like, trust me, it gets so much worse.
Yeah. Man, I cannot follow this at all. This just, got the. It's like sort of a Van Gogh sky, but if he was trying to paint like an oil slick.
It's it looks like liquid bismuth.
Yeah.
I keep thinking I see eyes in it.
Maybe you do still.
I mean,
Guess what? They see you too.
Cool.
Oh, he recovers health.
Man.
Great. Oh no. That's always the worst thing to see in a boss fight is when they can heal themselves.
It reminds me of those two fucking dragons. You know? The ones from, what was it? Spyro? Yeah. Like the two
Uh-oh.
the ones that they kept moving around on rails, and like they just kept on recovering segments. And
I dodged it.
Nice.
There you go.
I mean, like I wasn't even playing that; it drove me crazy. Like I was just watching that, like inwardly.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
Inwardly seething on Rick's behalf. You know. Aye.
More asteroids. Nope.
This does feel very Final Boss-ish, even if it's this weird acid trip.
That's how it go.
That's how it do be.
That's how it do be.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Pack
You alright, GC?
Oh, all those dodges right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part sucks when he does when he has the other phase of the attack that you're still trying to dodge, and then he goes for another thing. Oh, there you go.
He's got a
Red
lot
the
of stuff in
skill.
it. He's got a whole bunch of different tricks.
It's true.
Like, I'm used to, like, the 1, 2, 3 phase where it's like, you know, do something different, and then phase 3 is go
Ow,
faster.
ow, ow, ow.
Oh my
Oh,
That
no,
killed me.
no.
god, no.
We might have to do this next time because it's past 12:30 now.
Yeah. It's sad, but I
alright.
think we have.
Next time we'll have plenty of time to get through all 17 of the boss's phases. And then we find out there's another boss after this one.
God, are you
Yeah.
serious?
No.
You're not serious. Okay, good.
I mean, I don't know that. I'm just joshing. But I also don't know that it's not true.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing. What can I say? This is amazing.
Hey, folks, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Good
Yeah.
stream. We're almost done with Kirby.
Almost done with Kirby.
We are.
Almost done with
Yeah.
Kirby.
Almost.
Okay.
Fighting Elder of Gods.
Thought it was going to take longer. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. It's really hard to see at this point.
Oh, baby kitty. Hello.
So if you exit the stage right here, do you have to start all over with the Lion King?
The
No idea.
that's-
I would just. I don't know.
I
I would assume usually yes, but they might have something special for the level where you can skip to the later part.
Possible.
I would assume. I would suggest you just put your Switch in sleep mode and don't turn it off.
Yeah. Because I was wondering about getting one of the healing items from the Waddle Dee shop.
Oh, I see.
Oh, sweet baby.
Don't know.
I love it when Stoker's just
I
like
would
lost.
I would guess that if you took down the tiger boss earlier, I'd say you got the chance to go back. But that's just an educated guess. I would say so.
What fun.
Anyway,
fun
till
it
next
is to
time,
run.
Yes.
folks.
All right.
Yes, until next time.
time.
See ya. Catch you later.
Good night,
Bye, folks.
everybody.
Eat the chips. Have fun. Night night.